up all night. Well, I was up all night praying because it would have been a miserable day with rain. So it looks like it's a wonderful day and we're very lucky. We're going to Segest first and then to Erice. Segest really a fall back into history today. They were going to have a fall back into the 5th century before Christ, and then afterwards will be a fall back also in the roof, which is really something striking also considering the outside. After the church of Erice, we'll get back most likely on the bus. I say most likely because not necessarily we can do it all the time. Sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot, according to who is the police.
Also, we can say today is Lebanon, Egypt, Libya, but Trapani is very similar. Looking farther to the side of the mainland, near the area of Athens, was together with Segest. So a lot of wonderful pieces of news is according to the Greek tradition. The temple we will see today was built 5th century. C'è 2,500 feet, 2,600 feet. It's not good for us, but it's good for the agriculture, for the country, for the... Once they finish, no other troubles, no other problems. See still a few mules near Piazza Armerina. It's all painted and carved and decorated. It's almost...
Yeah, a little lots, little, not so. No.
We'll walk together to the temple and the sun shining, good temperature. It's here around. In the coins of Naxos,
vineyards are everywhere. Great wine. There's Segest, there's the building.
A lot of ancient towns building disappearing because in the coastal centuries it was like a quarry. They got stones and they built something else. For instance, the Christians, when they built churches, they got the columns from Roman temples. Then the Arabs, when they built Muslims, they used the columns from the Christian church. Then the Christians again, they used the columns from the Muslims mosques. I mean, it would be like a quarry. The same was for Sicily, Salinunte. They got the stones and they built the breach. In Agrigent, they got a stone from Heracles and Zeus, and they built the Pier of Port Empedocle. Imagine, this was beginning of the 18th century. In Rome, they were furious against the family of Barberini because half of the Colosseum is missing because the Barberini's families, they used a stone from the Colosseum when they built Palazzo Barberini. And quote, non fecerunt barbari, even generations, not a question of 6 months, 9 months. This was built probably from 430 BC. It was unfinished 409 when they were working. And you see, I was saying the different kind of geometrical shapes, different colors give you the idea of the size of the properties. And no more huge properties like the Prince Giuseppe Branciforte of Butera, ruling over thousands of acres. Now no more with mules, but with small tractors. Now we'll see until 409.
What you read it, Fulke?
German?
Yeah, translate it.
No, it's an English one here. It's E is English.
I can't read it when I'm...
It's up there.
Read it out loud.
No, I'm not going to read this whole thing.
We'll get stones, slaves, means...
Okay.
There's too much to read.
You know, today, the walk here suggests that the walk in Erice, so to be ready for lunch.
Good idea, yeah.
Today. So this is why the walk. And so you will be prepared for the good lunch we get there today.
I think we have to
Well,
have
you see,
another walk.
the temple was on the top of the hill outside Messina, the monster. Remember, in the mythology, it was and also creating very dangerous whirlpool in the waters of the Straits of Messina. So the ships going through, avoiding the side of Carid, they moved on the opposite side, where was the most Silla, terrifying the sailors. You know, still today, in Italian, we use when we're in a twin danger, I am between Silla and Cariddi. It's very difficult to decide what to do. The other one is, this is on 2 miles from the mainland Italy, the Straits of Messina. They go swimming through the straits. The other one is South Syracuse, going to Greece. So the geographical position of Sicily was very important, because being between Africa, Europe, East, it was a crossway. When the escaping Trojans were coming more than 3,000 years ago, or the Phoenicians from Lebanon, or the Greeks, there are no ferry boats or ships like that. So Sicily was very important. And being Sicily, the country of Ceres.
Guy just pointed out the roast crocodile specialty here. We're going into Erice. Let's pan this over here. Here comes our group. Vittorio Emanuele, we're coming into Erice. This was the original gate into the town. Now we're walking up this hill. Everybody's getting out of the way of this truck coming down. We've had an accident, we've had reconstruction, and there goes an Italian lady. Here's the tower.
This was the main church. I mean, now the impression is
Just pointed out this brickwork on the floor.
Only 400. They transformed into the tower when they built the church. But originally it was a watchtower. They could control the islands, the coast, when boats approaching, pirates, people in the country, or the other towers, when the smoke was going up, the pirates, they did the same that the towers, and people going back to the fortress. So they transformed the watchtower.
Well, here's my day in the sun. Still in Erice. It's the church that's closed, only open on Sundays because we're in the suburbs now. They moved the town to Trapani. There's 70,000 people downtown. There's a very Norman-looking tower there. And here's some of the cliff face here, looking down under this thing here. And there is a church. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, I'm shooting.
Cookies in here.
Yeah.
Then they turn around because they were cloistered. They couldn't talk to the public. And the customer would put the money in here, and they would collect the money without meeting the public.
Okay.
Cookies would come out.
And this is the other side. Yeah. Okay.
Cookies would come out here. They would collect the cookies, put the money here, and they would rotate the money back inside.
Here's a collection. There's some almond paste. There's 2 cats made out of almond paste. A little display on the street worth looking at here. We're in Erice here, and here is the map of the town. It's almost shaped like the island is, you know. Here's some more of Fulke's candy. Almond paste, carrots, tomatoes, pears, and peaches, and corn. Oh, first time I've seen corn. Here's a gift box of 7 or 8 different of the fruits with the symbol of Sardinia, the 3-legged triangle person. That's an interesting term, morbido, torricino morbido. And here's some of the milk that you can get, the Mondale de Bieri. Here's another big box of that stuff, Fulke. That's what you need. Narrow alleys. Bus going down this alley.